Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mind Harbour. This is episode number 29. Almost to 30. Almost there, Martin. Yeah, speaking of
Almost,
Martin,
yeah.
he's our only co host, one of our only lovely locals that has joined me today. Before you know it, guys, I'm going to be on my own, just doing Tim Dillon style rants about Israel. But
By yourself.
Yep, just by myself. But no, yeah, today we've got a couple of topics we are going to want to talk about for sure. And yeah, just to address, Hannah is not feeling great, so that's why she is not here. And Sean is off at work, I believe. I think it's work anyway. But yeah. Anyway, how's it going, Martin? It's been a while. I mean, it's been a
Yeah,
week,
it's
but
going. Been a week. It's been all right. Uh, haven't had my car for the whole week because it broke down just for our last podcast. That's why I had to release it on Monday instead of the Sunday. And haven't heard back from the mechanic, so I'm not sure if that's good news or bad news, or if he just has a lot of other cars to get to first. But it's been rough. Having to walk everywhere.
that
It's not
sucks.
too rough. Do I have you frozen?
Am I frozen? Am I? I'm not frozen on my end.
I think
You're
you
not.
might be frozen there.
Oh no. Oh, you don't need to see me.
I'm not frozen?
No, you're not. Anyway, that sucks. For a full week, yeah, that's probably not good. Like, that's probably not a good sign uh for your car. Last time I've had like my car in for like even 3 days was when my heater broke earlier this winter. Uh and yeah,
Mhm.
it was in there for like 3 days. Kept calling. I was like, bro, when am I gonna get my car back? And they were like, not today. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's one of those modern luxuries or conveniences that you don't realize is a necessity until you lose your car. It's like you ever move and you just don't have Wi-Fi for a couple of days, and you're like, how do I live without Wi-Fi?
Yeah,
Or you figure your phone somewhere.
you're just
Yeah,
blowing
it's
through
these
like
little things.
gigs on your phone for data.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no kidding. It's you're amazed how fast 10 gigs can go by, even 20. Just give it a couple days. Because especially if you can't use your laptop, you're just watching YouTube all day. It blew through 20 gigs in like 4 days.
Yeah, yeah. You watch like two YouTube videos and you're like, oh fuck, it's like 18 gigabytes.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
You watch like a podcast
Oh
for an
man,
hour and you're fucked.
no kidding. Hopefully you guys are watching this on on Wi-Fi and not on
Yeah,
data.
yeah. Don't do it on data unless you got unlimited. Uh, yeah, well, it's been a jam-packed week again. Like 2026 is crazy, dude. It's been just week after week, full in the news. Um, yeah, it's funny how like pretty much I don't even know within the same month that the second dump of the Epstein files get released, Trump's like, uh, I've I've made everyone start looking into the UAP stuff.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And then we're about to invade, or the states are about to invade Iran. It's like there's so many things happening at once right now. It's nuts. I don't even like
No kidding.
know where to start. I guess we could start
Yeah.
on the UAP topic. I could read out what
Yeah,
he said.
let's start there, start there.
Okay, okay.
And that last thing you said reminded me of our second topic that we were discussing. So come back to that afterwards with Iran and with everything going on in 2026.
Okay,
We'll
I'll
start
try
with
to
the
remember.
UAP. Sounds good. So my question is, do you feel like him releasing this UAP stuff is just a distraction from the Epstein files? He's like, at first he was like, I'm gonna release them, right? Then he's like, no, don't release them. They're not important. Focus on Canada. Focus on the cartels in Mexico. And then people got upset and kind of called him out on it. And he's like, all right, I'll release them. But now that they're released, now he's like, UAP stuff too. Like, release more stuff.
It
This
does
just
feel
all
like a
seems
distraction, but like I've been following the UAP topic for like a couple years now, and there has been like a pretty constant drip of like releases, and of course, like the people, um, uh, admitting stuff, or what do they call it? talking to
Whistleblowers.
Congress. Yeah, whistleblowers talking to Congress and stuff like that. So you got like Jake Barber and David Grush and all those dudes um, whistleblowing on stuff. It's interesting the timing because obviously with the Epstein files and like Iran, it does seem like a little bit of a distraction, but I don't know.
Does.
There's just so much in the UAP topic. Like it could be almost literally anything, or it could be nothing. Him just saying that, I don't know what's gonna come out. We can we can think about what that is, but it does feel like a distraction. I mean, we've already forgotten about Venezuela, right? Like
Yeah.
we've already
What if it
forgotten
is
about Venezuela,
Venezuela?
so I don't
It's
really.
way back.
Yeah, it's fucking ancient history at this point.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. I really want to see whatever they're gonna release anyway. Like I don't even know what to anticipate. Like what they do release. God, I can't talk today. Sorry, viewers. But here, I'll read out what he said. And this was in response, by the way, to Barack Obama. I don't know why I said Barack. Barack Obama. It just sounded like total racist.
Barack.
Iraq. Barack.
Barack.
Barack Obama. It was because he was on a podcast and it was in like a lightning round session or whatever for questions. And one of the questions was, "Are aliens real?" And he was like, "Yeah, they're real, but they're not in like Area 51 or whatever." So
Hmm.
that got the internet going, and basically what he meant it was basically like, yeah, like statistically they're out there, but we don't have anything. Like they're not in a underground bunker or whatever. Like it's not there. And then Trump
Hmm.
got asked a question by like a reporter on Air Force One a couple days ago. He was like, "What do you think about Obama's recent comments on that podcast about aliens being real? Like, are they real? Like, do we have stuff that like what's going on?" And he goes, "Yeah, I don't know why he said that. He said, he said some classified stuff that's not good. I might actually bail him out and release some stuff, but I don't know why he said that. He shouldn't have. He shouldn't have said that. Something along the lines. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and then I think last night he releases this on Truth Social. It's bizarre. He goes, "Based on the tremendous interest shown, I will direct the Secretary of War and other relevant departments and agencies to begin the process of identifying and releasing government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life,
All
unidentified
right.
aerial phenomenon, and unidentified flying objects." God, I can't do Trump this long. "And any and all information connected to these highly complex but extremely interesting and important matters. God bless
Hmm.
America." Like, what the flippin'
It's
Nora?
so funny.
That's
Like that
crazy.
that last sentence for me, it's just like he's just saying exactly what he's trying to do. He's like, guys, this is extremely interesting and important. Focus on this, nothing else. This is the most important thing. Who cares? Brock, he made a, what did he say? He made a big mistake. He's not supposed to be doing that, but it's okay if I do it. This is extremely important.
We live
So
in a
what
fucking clown world.
we do.
It's crazy. But yeah,
We
anyway,
did.
let's speculate a little bit, just for funsies.
Yeah.
What do you think are what do you think is going to be released? Do you have any idea or an inkling? Do you have a guess?
No idea. Like no idea. I feel like he probably saw Barack say that. It was like, hey, that's not a bad idea. Obama rather, and he's like, just I'll release whatever he got, but he probably hasn't done his own research. I'm not sure he knows what he's gonna about to release. So maybe we'll get something about data like star signals, strange radio signals like the WOW signal from a couple decades back. Remember that one? But
Mm-hmm.
like I don't think we'll get anything real. Any It's not like photos, not like a, a whole bunker or house in New York. full of alien phenomena.
How do you know?
That's I don't know. If we do get photos, I mean, that cause quite a bit of panic and chaos.
Yeah.
I can't see it. I mean, if there is like, there's a reason all this stuff has been hidden, right? You can't just release it all at once like this.
Why not?
It's
They already
that's
released
a good.
it back in 2017 when they admitted that that was captured by like, actual pilots. I'm talking about
Oh yeah,
the Tic Tac video.
right,
Um,
right. We're
they
back to
admitted that was actual military technology that captured that, you know.
yeah,
There's been a couple of releases where we're like, the fuck am I looking at? You know what I mean? Um, and then there's also a lot of like legitimate people within the government, like whistleblowing, and like when you have pilots literally saying like, "Yeah, I fucking chased this thing," like in Congress, that's pretty nuts to me. And then
yeah.
names being flown around. I could go a lot deeper, but it just to me it feels like they have been disclosing a lot of stuff, and like this is the big enchilada, maybe possibly, um, because like this has been a push for disclosure for almost since 2017 basically, and we've actually had a lot of traction on that front. So yeah, like what if that dam finally broke? Like they can't cover it up anymore. What if
Hmm.
this whole time they were reverse engineering from crashes from crash retrieval programs, black budget crash retrieval programs, and they finally actually reverse engineered something before Russia and China, or vice
Yeah,
versa, because supposedly
maybe.
China and Russia also have these programs that basically do crash retrievals and then reverse engineering them. So
Yeah.
what happens then? But the main thing that
Mm.
I think like the Defense Department and like the defense like industry are freaked out about is admitting that these are possible either high technology drones from China and they have impunity in American airspace. That would be really bad to admit, right? So I think there's been a couple of actions too by like basically whistleblowers to be able to get them into a position where they can't go to jail for whistleblowing. Um, so like they're safe, right? You have to keep whistleblowers safe and all that stuff. But anyway, I don't know. I think it could be a bunch of different things. Like I do believe in like alien craft, I guess you could say, like nuts and bolts. So I believe in that to a degree, but I also believe that there's stuff from other countries and our own country or the states in particular that is pretty crazy technology that we don't know about, which could also have a factor. Um, and then I also think that it could be like interdimensional type shit, like like like
Mm.
like basic. I I don't want to say like ethereal beings, but spiritual beings essentially. Like maybe they're just quantum beings and they can fucking fluctuate between dimensions and universes. I don't know. I'm just speculating.
Yeah,
What if
that'd be sick.
what if, right? There's a lot of cool shit that the UFO UAP topic kind of melds together, right?
Yeah.
And then, we had the Venezuela kidnapping of Maduro where like the security guard was like, yeah, they came in, they like were shooting like inhuman, like we didn't even fire a bullet or some shit, and we all got fucked up, and they used some weird discombobulator weapon and felt like my head was gonna explode. It's like,
Yeah.
wait, what are we talking about here? What kind of fucking
Right.
technology does the states have? Like Jesus Christ.
Oh,
So
what's going
right
on?
now,
So
literally,
that's
I'm
my
telling you,
question.
anything's on the table,
Yeah.
and it'd be fucking
That's
really
true.
interesting. Like I mean, the CIA had weird ass programs like MK Ultra and MK Monarch, leading up to Stargate, which was basically a remote viewing program that they would basically deploy remote viewers across the world to be able to like find downed fucking planes or helicopter crashes and like shit like that. Like so that
Right.
all the dating all the
Would
way
be
back to the
smart.
60s, 70s. So like
Yeah, yeah.
what the fuck like what Anyway, it just exasperates me because I just like all this shit is entirely psychosis inducing. You're like, nah, just dismiss it. It's fine. Until you read like an actual document from like the 1960s, you're like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Right,
But
right.
so
Well,
anyway,
so that's the thing. It takes like, they release documents 60 years later for a reason. If they add that kind of technology, why'd they use it to capture material and then just release the information a couple months later? That they don't want Russia and China being able to copy that, like reverse engineer it
no, which is
long
why I
secret.
don't think we're going to get nuts and bolts kind of admission on these things. I think they're going to kind of
Right.
admit that yes, they are real. There's possibly a reverse engineering, or I think they'll say that there's possibly a crash retrieval program. That's as far as they'll go, because a lot of these, USAPs, which is unacknowledged special access programs for anyone, um, they are so compartmentalized and classified. Like it is just a handful of people who know, and that's it. You know, and a
Yeah.
lot of like where's all that black money, like the $31 trillion that went missing or whatever. Those types of programs. There's a lot of them.
Mhm.
It's not just UFO stuff. There's a lot of different programs. So anyway,
Right, right.
I'm super
I've got the
interested.
whole Men in Black department is going to be released.
For real.
Gonna have, yeah. Oh,
Like
that is sick.
what if they admit that yes, there's UFOs and aliens, but they're not quite from outer space. They're actually on our planet. Like they live here with us.
I can't see them doing that. That'd cause nationwide panic, worldwide panic.
Why though?
Because people are crazy.
Yeah.
We already saw what happened with I don't know, with vaccines, just anything that's
Well, they,
mind-blowing.
bro, they
That
basically told us that the world is run by fucking like Satanist pedophiles that like possibly eat
that's true.
babies, and nobody's fucking jumping off buildings yet.
But that's, like humans. Like people can imagine humans being evil. It mentioned that aliens are unknown and not give exact details about it. Like Epstein's got the whole case trials, and now we got the files being released. If they don't release enough files on these aliens, they just say, "Yep, there's aliens. That they're real," and like they leave it at that. People are gonna speculate. They're gonna jump off buildings. I can see them. Like you ever watched the Three Body Problem? Just the whole
Yeah,
world going insane. Yeah, stuff like that.
but that's where I
I
think.
mean,
Okay, well, but like, what if they already
it,
have the Palantir like AI police state already in place, and then they admit it, and then everyone tries to go crazy, and then like their actual like AI robot spaghetti monsters coming down, like, do not panic, human.
right, right.
To just
Who
incapacitate
knows?
you, throw you in jail, and then you're just guarded by fucking AIs.
Yeah, by those Men in Black guys.
Yeah, I'm just speculating. You never know.
Yeah, who
I
knows?
think, but you're right. Like, I do think it would have to be a pretty big release. Like, I don't think the states would,
Yeah.
like, after all these years, like, dating back to Roswell, like, there's been rumors of, like, crazy shit going on in the alien sphere. It's pretty crazy that a sitting president is like, yeah, I'm ordering a release of all classified information from the CIA, FBI, DOJ, DOD, and all subsequent like possibly black budget programs that we've been doing since the 50s. Like what are we talking about? Like if it's
True.
not that, then what is it?
Yeah.
Like it can't just
No
be, oh
kidding.
yeah, aliens exist. It's like, okay, are we in contact with them? What are they? Are they nice? Are they mad? Are they good? What
Yeah.
the fuck's going on? You can't just say that.
Exactly. You can't. You
I
can't. You
agree.
can't.
I agree.
That's the thing. He's not a crazy thinker, and like I feel like he's gonna get a ton of pushback from the CIA, from the FBI, the DOJ. I mean, like the stuff. I'm sure there's a reason it's not hasn't been released yet. So either we're gonna get just everything redacted, hopefully correctly this time, or like he's gonna have to go back on his word, which Trump never does. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what he does next
Yeah.
couple days. I
Yeah.
mean,
It's gonna be so
But,
interesting.
yeah. Be like, hey, Russia, those guns we used on Mexico. Yeah, this is a picture. What
Venezuela,
we
you
went.
mean?
Not gonna tell you. Yeah, Venezuela. Not gonna tell you what it does, but we got the technology. It's gonna be like the whole nuclear scare again, the conflict.
That's a
It's like I
whole
don't know
new
if.
fucking level of gaslighting, though.
Yeah, exactly. And Russia's gonna be like, oh yeah, we got that too. No worries. Whatever you're talking about, we got our own files. We're releasing our own files. The world's gonna go insane.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Supposedly, well, like there's supposed to something happen in 2027, but like Steven Spielberg released like a Disclosure Day trailer, like it's in June or something like that this summer, I think. But I don't know. There's a lot of crazy shit going on. Like I mean, bunch of
Sure.
documentaries, and I don't know, man. There's a lot of crazy stuff. I love just like it's fun for me because I love the stories too. They're so fucking whacked out and crazy. You're like listening to like a dude who was like, "Yeah, they probed me." And you're like, what are you even
Yeah.
talking about? Yeah, they shoved something up my butt. Yes, okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. So yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of red herrings too.
No
If there's
kidding.
gonna be any like good release on this, but like Trump's ego to be the very first president to fucking release UFOs to the world, I don't know if he can pass that up. You know what I mean?
I,
If
no
anyone was
kidding.
gonna do it, it's probably Trump.
I try to find the quote that I was looking for earlier. I'll find it later, but I mean, like this whole thing, it'd be so funny if it was just like he saw Obama make that small little comment. Was like, yeah, let me jump on that that bridge, and be like, hey, I'm doing this. God bless America. I'm doing this for America. Gonna release all the files, and just
I don't
I
think
feel
it'd
like
be out
he
of
might
like
be right.
spite.
Not out of spite, but just out of like, oh yeah, that's a thing, right? I can direct people's attention to. It's more attention on me. I feel like he just wants, in a certain way, he just wants that to people to feel like he is doing big things, no matter what the things are, no matter the consequences.
This is the Transparency Administration.
Yeah,
Okay, well, let's think about it though, right? Like from a non-biased perspective, as non-biased as we can be. What has
right,
he
right.
done so far in terms of release stuff? He released a little bit of the MLK stuff, which basically admitted the CIA killed MLK, and then he released some of some of the JFK files, which pretty much admitted, goodness gracious, sorry, admitted that the CIA killed him too. Um, and then he pretty much released the Epstein files. There's still a lot left, but you know, he is releasing stuff, is what I'm saying. Whether we like it, like the way it's been been doled out and dealt with, is another
Yeah.
story. But like he's done that. Then he's taken like the Venezuela pretty much by hostage. He's like moving
Mhm.
all over the world. He's about to move into Iran. Like he's like anyway, I just think he's like trying to do everything he can to like in the future have like that title of the best president ever because right now
Mhm.
he's clearly not getting the love of his supporters. So he's like fuck it. I'm just going to go full history mode. I'm just going to do everything. I don't know, it's weird.
I, would- I
I
agree. I
think it's
agree.
more ego. I don't think it's out of spite. I think this has been planned as well. Like this is the
Yeah.
timing too is very like interesting to me, you know? It's like just
Hmm.
on the outcrop of AI reaching singularity and like we're having all these Congress hearings and we're it's just interesting, man.
It is interesting. So the facts, like all the events that have led us up to this point, the Doge or the organization, like the release of all those other files. Without those happening, like he wouldn't have been able to make that tweet. And speaking like Truth Social stuff like that too, the fact that the president has his own social network, that he's got all his followers on following him on there, it's the
Well,
strangest world we live in.
yeah.
Um,
Bro also has his own cryptocurrency. Don't forget that. He hasn't
is that right?
rug pulled it yet. Yeah, even his son has a cryptocurrency. His wife has a cryptocurrency, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. We're living in a wonderful world. For some people.
Or, yeah, for some people.
For Israel and Trump. I'm joking. I love you, Israel.
Uh,
Yeah. So
so
anyway.
what I'm trying to find is a quote. I guess I'll paraphrase unless I can find it on my phone. Where'd my phone go?
Sorry, from who?
So I saw this quote. I was looking at this morning. I want to find this again. The exact quote is basically saying that that quote from his, I think, female cousin about how she was like, "Don't like this guy." Let me see if I can find that one.
No, I do not.
I was looking through my other my old photographs and screenshots just out of curiosity, in like 2015, 2016. And I found the screenshot I had from when Trump was running for the first time but not elected.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a newspaper article, something about um, one of his great cousins, and it's kind of weird that I can't find it on the internet anymore. But to paraphrase, this guy, I mean, he was like a chemist, I think a physician, and he's like, Donald Trump is the dumbest guy I've ever met. Like, he's just full of ego. If you put him in charge, definitely do not put him in charge. If you do, his name will go down in history as alongside Hitler, alongside Mussolini. Like, he's gonna cause World War III, basically. And
Who would have known?
who would have known? We're 10 years down the road, and he's invading Venezuela, invading Denmark, releasing files.
Yep.
Wish the guy was still alive. See this.
Speaking
What's it
of
called?
files, did you see Les Wexner getting grilled by the oversight committee a couple
I
days
missed
ago
that.
too? I
haven't
didn't
had
watch
a
the full
chance to do
thing, but
that.
it was interesting to say the least. He basically was like, I was never friends with Epstein. He just, held all of my money and did all my finances, and yeah, I never had dinner with him ever. It's like, dude, like, what? This is the most bold-faced lie I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Yeah.
It's like one of these, when you sit down with an older guy that probably has like a couple of beers in him already, and he just starts telling you about stories about his life that are just like, he goes on tangents and he kind of sticks to a topic, but like not really. Yeah, that's what it felt like. It was like basically like he was like laughing and shit with like the committee. It's like, what the this is bizarre. And by the way, they went to him. They didn't even fucking, like, he didn't go to the oversight committee. No, they went to him in his, like, New York fucking house or whatever.
That's so weird.
Because he's too frail.
Yeah. Too
Yeah.
frail to decide. You think it was for security at all?
No, I just think he's a lazy bastard.
It's true. Lazy rich bastard
Yeah.
is the important part.
But yeah, it was
Yeah.
bizarre. I implore
who
anyone
knows?
to watch that.
I do have to watch that there.
Yeah.
Dr. Don Trump.
At one point, his
Interesting.
lawyer like leans in, and he like whispers into his ear. He's like, "If you keep fucking telling stories or talking or whatever, I'm gonna fucking kill you." It's like, whoa. Why is your lawyer threatening you? Like, is that a joke, or normally lawyers don't threaten their fucking defendants or whatever?
Yeah.
Their
Something
clients.
real wrong for that to happen.
Yeah, what the hell are
No
we?
kidding.
What are we talking about? Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You want to pull that up there?
Yeah, you got
An
it.
ad
You got it locked and loaded, I suppose.
Nope. Got the ad reloaded. 20 seconds left.
Okay, nice.
I can't
We can wait
for
20
the
seconds.
second.
We interrupt this broadcast to say subscribe to Mind Harbour podcast on
YouTube.
Spotify.
And Patreon.
Indeed. Thank you. Goodbye.
That's the craziest thing I've ever seen, though. So, what else happened in the grilling in the interview?
Oh, he just denied. The majority of the time was him just denying and not remembering or not knowing things. So, like, the one thing that I find very hard to believe is that Les Wexner basically gave all of his wealth to Jeffrey, or resources to Jeffrey, in order for him to be able to do this fucking horrible stuff. So, okay, let's just... Alright, we're watching there.
Alright, little 5-second clip.
It was just regularly done. Answer another question. 5 words, okay?
More than 5 words.
Answer the question, okay.
Why is he smiling?
Question on a different
Yeah.
Like, what that is
'Cause
so
he-
weird. That is so
That
weird.
is so weird. Yeah. No kidding. I mean, not sure how much longer he has to live. I feel like he doesn't care if what happens next. He's
No.
like, put me in jail, put me in
Oh.
prison. I've done my part already.
Yeah, it does feel that way. It feels like... So he was basically saying, like, I got duped. He was, like, a world-class Olympian con man. And I, Les Wexner, got completely robbed, blindsided by this man. And, I would never do this, willingly or knowingly. And, I'm pretty sure Les Wexner got him the Lolita Express. He also basically gifted him his house in New York, the Herbert and Strauss house that we talked about on an earlier podcast. And at one point, like, there's lots of victims and sources that say Jeffrey Epstein basically posed or even was a talent agent, so a model talent agent, and would basically say, hey, I know Les Wexner, I work for, Victoria's Secret, I'm a talent agent, come back to my, island or whatever. It was his New York apartment, but anyway... like, I find it very hard to believe that he didn't know about that, because who's the CEO of Victoria's Secret at the time? Les Wexner. So I don't know. I do know, it stinks to high heaven. He's lying through his teeth.
It does.
Yeah. So I don't buy it one bit. Rotten hell.
And there's, nothing anyone can do about it. Guys, Les Wexner.
No, not right now. But they're, did you see Prince Andrew got arrested?
Oh.
Yeah, Prince Andrew got arrested. Yeah. And then he got released like 11 hours later, but like they're raiding his main primary residence right now, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they're actually done. So yeah, he's just like sitting in terror right now.
Holy cow, let's see.
And the king, he was like, we gotta let the law take its course. And by the way, like,
Right.
this is the first prince that's been arrested, I'm pretty sure, since the 1960s or something like that. It's pretty nuts.
What happens to that guy?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know who it was. I think it was the 1960s. Anyway, it's been a long time. But yeah.
Wow. Looks like they're thinking of changing the legislation to make sure that even though Prince Andrew doesn't have the title anymore, no longer prince, he's still 8th in line to the throne. So they're just gonna introduce a new legislation about that. Make
To
sure
let him
that
not be a prince, basically stripping his title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in case those other 7 go. I mean, he's not a prince anymore, but he's still at Mountbatten, Windsor, so he technically is 8th in line to the throne.
It'd be so funny if they just like throw him in the streets and he becomes homeless or whatever. It's like they just basically rob him. They take all of his shit and they're like, "No, you don't deserve any of this anymore. You are now a plebeian."
Yeah. I mean, that's what happened to his wife, eh? His ex-wife.
Ferguson or
Yes.
whatever. Sarah Ferguson?
Yeah.
Is that her? Yeah.
Sarah Ferguson. Yep.
Yeah, well,
Hasn't
that's what
been
you get for
released
being a
this year.
creepy monster that hangs out with pedophiles.
Hmm.
Yep.
Oh, I lied. She was first sighted yesterday for the first time in weeks. That's
Well,
interesting.
who knows? I just like to see them get ostracized and become a pariah in the world. Like, we know what you did, bro. Like, you're not part of this anymore.
Yeah. It's like having those like her face. Just everyone will know that. Not everyone, but most people. She can't go anywhere now. Just gonna have to wear prosthetics to go to her go about her day.
Yeah,
What a situation.
I'm glad to see that, the states, or sorry, France and Great Britain and the UK and hopefully Canada subsequently. I mean, there are a lot of CEOs that are stepping down because of close ties to Epstein. In fact, there was a Perimeter Institute astrophysicist that was just sacked because of his close ties to Jeffrey, and multiple emails
Okay.
basically talking about young underage women and going to his island and having a great time at parties. And
Yeah.
basically, he wasn't sorry. His apology was like, yeah, whatever, I did it. Basically, that was it. And yeah, so Perimeter Institute sacked him.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So anyway, I just
Not,
want to
not,
say it
not
does
one we would
touch a
say.
lot of people worldwide. Like, this guy was not just Mossad. He was not just, CIA. He was probably everything. He was playing it from all sides.
Right.
That's
Just
how he
whoever he
got away
can.
with it for so long.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, connections everywhere. It's all about the people you know, right? It's not about how smart you are, how well you can spell, or even how much money you have.
Clearly
It's
not,
just about
because he could not spell
knowledge.
well.
No kidding.
Fucking
That's
nuts.
insane. Lee Smolin is his name. One of the founding members of the
Oh yeah, Lee
research
Smolin.
center.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah,
Lee
he's a
Smolin.
big part of the Perimeter Institute.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm glad to see people actually having somewhat consequences because of this, but I'm still waiting for the other 3.5 mil.
Yep. Is that how much we have to go?
Mm-hmm.
Got half released.
Well, with two-thirds
Oh,
released.
2/3. That's
I think, anyway. You never know. There might be more documents, like, actually, that
Mm.
aren't, that we will never see, probably, that won't get released. Same with
Yeah.
that UFO dump. We're not gonna see everything. There's no fucking way.
No way.
No
No way
way.
now.
It's not like they're gonna show us, like, oh yeah, here's a picture of a gray alien. Here's a picture of a reptilian alien. Here's a picture of
Yep.
their UFOs. They come from Zeta Reticuli. By the way, they probe us in our asshole when we sleep sometimes, just so you know.
Yep.
Like,
That's where your tax dollars go. That's why OSOP got cut. They asked for a bit more. It's like
Yeah.
their plan is they're the ones running the NVIDIA data centers. I mean, Jensen Huang's actually that guy's son.
We crowned Peter Thiel as our king to represent us as on Earth. Fuck's sake.
Oh my God, Peter
Yeah.
Thiel.
We joke, but it is getting scary
Yeah.
now. Like, fuck.
It is. That's like nearly a perfect anagram for a reptile. Peter Thiel.
Oh, you think Peter Thiel is a reptilian?
I mean, it could be with that kind of name. There's the R, but at the beginning.
That's what's in the
Peter,
UFO fucking files.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Fucking Alex Jones was right all along.
Mm.
They are
kidding.
reptilian Satanist devil worshippers. Vampires.
I mean, the day's gotta come someday. We got all these speculations, all these sci-fi movies, but like someday we're gonna have to meet these aliens. It's just a matter of when.
Hmm.
It's gonna be huge. I could like
I think they've. To be honest, do you want to hear my and this ebbs and flows. It's never like a defined theory, but this is my theory right now. It's an amalgamation of things, so it's actual nuts and bolts and aliens in it from another star system. Okay, that's number one. I don't know if it's like multiple different ones, which also could be. But yeah, I do think that there are nuts and bolts type of craft from, you know, extraterrestrials, we'll call them.
and just to clarify, when you say nuts and bolts, do you mean like physical aircraft? You're talking about diagrams?
Yeah, like quite literal physical, made out of something that you can touch. Um, Whether or not like the technology around that manipulates it, I don't know. But I do think there is something that can physically crash, and I do feel like either the occupants are real or they're sent by like a von Neumann probe. Essentially, you know what a von Neumann probe is?
No.
Oh, it's basically like a self-replicating drone, basically, that
Oh,
just scouts out an area, replicates it, and then bounces off to another planet, basically.
gotcha,
And
gotcha.
it's like it scans everything, and it probes everything, right?
Mhm.
So that's a von Neumann probe. I think that also could include AI. So like, although some of the craft are obviously have occupants and some of the craft don't, they're you know AI intelligence, right?
I feel like it would have to be able to go on its own, because obviously you can't communicate if you're spreading out that far into the galaxy. Um,
Yeah, you can.
you can't communicate. I mean, you could,
Quantum
but
information.
over.
We did quantum information teleportation like last year.
True, true. That is a good point. Never know, but it would be very difficult from with what we know right now. But that is a good point. But I feel like it's definitely still AI. Like it's not going to be some alien piloting this von Neumann probe 24/7.
Well,
Especially if you got hundreds.
not necessarily von Neumann probe. I think that it would be like essentially like a ship with alien occupants in it. It wouldn't be the von Neumann probe. I think the AI would be a von Neumann probe. They just use AI, right? So anyway, there's
Yeah,
that, right? That's the main thing. I think they're going to be telling us is possible or likely. I don't think they're going to outright admit it, but yeah.
so do you think it'll be like, yeah, we found evidence or signals or some kind of trace of these probes?
I think you want my honest opinion, what I really think they have?
Mm.
I think they've probably got craft from retrieval programs. I think they've probably got occupants, whether they're dead or alive. And I think they've tried to reverse engineer it since like the 60s. That's what I really think.
I see, I see. So we're gonna get the information on the crash sites, maybe photos, maybe
That type of thing, yeah. The subsequent
yeah.
programs that, were in place at the time, we'll get like maybe pictures of like the detachment units and stuff like that and be like, this guy was on this team and he went on this date to this location. We got this. They won't release the fucking photos of it, but like,
Right,
yeah.
right. Just records. Interesting. Yeah, I can see that happening. That would be just enough, but not too little,
Mm-hmm.
or not too much, rather.
Or
Be really.
there's another thing that because they don't like using fucking extraterrestrials or UFOs, they like using UAPs and NHI, which stand for Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon for UAP, and then NHI is non-human intelligence. So that's pretty broad, right? They're not saying UFOs anymore.
It is, yeah.
They're not
I wonder
saying like
why.
aliens or extraterrestrials. They're saying NHI. Because Because I think it could be, like I said, it could be an amalgamation. Could be actual like biological beings coming from a different star system, like very nuts and bolts, kind of rudimentary for space travel anyway. Kind of travel, and then you've got higher level dimensions, like actual like spiritual, ethereal types. That's like the highest that just interact with all of it. And then, well, in between that, you've got kind of biological AI mix that have figured out how to basically do dimensional travel and time travel.
True. Yeah, you could have pure AI, like maybe projecting consciousness into a little robot, or the ethereal argument is really interesting to think about too.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
I think that was the thing in three-body problem, eh? Like they can embed entire world or AI into a single proton and send two of them to Earth. Have you watched that?
Yeah. I've watched it.
Yeah.
Well, it's also kind of like, so they, a lot of these like high level spooks in the DOJ and fucking elsewhere, they're like, oh, it's demonic, don't look at it. And then there's other people like Representative Luna, I can't remember her first name, and she's like, oh yeah, read the Book of Enoch, and like they're all fallen angels and like basically spiritual beings and fucking archangels and that kind of shit. And then you've got the other like nuts and bolts side where like more scientific, and they're like, no, there's no fucking way. But like it's all coming together into one. It's like it's everything. It's like, what the fuck are we even talking about? Again, like it's so crazy. It's nuts.
No kidding. Yeah.
They were talking about like a UFO so large that they had to build a building around it.
When was this?
A couple of weeks ago they were talking about it, but like, yeah, I think it was Eric Burleson who said, I'm going to try and go to that exact place. There's speculation it's in Korea, but it's like a bunch of weird shit.
Build a building to hide it, or to inspect it, or to reverse engineer it?
Supposedly it was so big that they couldn't move it for like one of those crash retrieval programs, so large that they had to build a building around it to basically keep it secret.
Yeah.
So the stories that they're talking about is like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, I can imagine, if you got the ability to travel from your home planet to ours, it's either really small or really big. It's not really much in between. Either you use the Hawking's, what was it, something system with solar sails, or you could have like a Wally type spacecraft that can carry everything you need. Imagine that happening. Just imagine the giant Elysium type spacecraft just slowly appearing, moving towards Earth.
Bro, I've seen one. I'm not like this is one of the reasons I fucking believe in it 100% is because I've seen some crazy shit, okay? I've seen a black triangle, and it was fucking huge, and I could see right through the bottom of it, and it was like all shimmery, like it was cloaked. I've seen it. So anyway, that's why like I get so fucking fired up about this stuff, is because like I want to know. I know it wasn't us. I know that.
Right.
Like my brain immediately goes from fear to like, it goes like, what is that? That's not us, and then fear. It was like, what the fuck? But anyway, it's fucking nuts that they're releasing more and more of this stuff, and like, I don't know, man. It's so weird. I'm excited about it here, though. I'm here for it.
Same here. But whatever it is, Von Neumann probes, whatever information they've gotten it, I'm done for anything. Just give us the information, give us the research. Imagine being on one of those teams, being able to,
I know.
actually see the signals, being the expert in your field, being like, all right, you're one of 5 people in the world that have seen this. What do you think?
Yeah. Like Majestic 12.
What's that?
It's like the supposed highly secretive group for the United States that basically interacts with aliens and makes deal, like not deals, but makes the decisions of what happens basically on whether or not they release it or all that stuff. It's very secretive, kind of woo wooey. That's Majestic 12.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Cool. Wasn't too far off with the number 5.
Yeah. Well, there's
Yeah.
rumors too that like supposedly the states have been in contact with aliens, and there's different races like all across the world that like are in different continents. So like Europe, they get the what are they called? The Nordics, the tall blondes. Of course, it's
Oh yeah.
like the most Nazi trope you can think of. Blue
Right.
blue
Right.
eyes,
It's just
blonde hair, tall, fucking white, beautiful women, basically. And then you
Mm.
got the typical grays, you know. I don't know where they are, probably in the States. And then you've got reptilians. I don't know where they are either. And then you've got, I think, Atlanteans or whatever. So there's like a bunch of these different factions that own different sections in the world and like kind of interact with humanity that way. Yeah, there's.
Temporary settlers, the rats, the underground aliens.
Yeah, yeah,
The Yeah.
yeah. Jordan Peterson is the king of them all.
Jordan Peterson.
Sorry, that was a bad joke. And the rat.
Yeah.
I
the
love
rat
that fucking-
monsters. He's giving us signs though this whole time.
Yeah.
Um,
It would be crazy to like at least know that we're not alone. Like there's also rumors that Trump supposedly has a speech written for June about it, like basically acknowledging all that shit. And then he made that tweet or that truth or whatever. It's like, what the this is going really fast. But anyway, it's so crazy to think about though. That's why I love it, because it really is fun to think about. Like,
yeah.
I
No
know-
kidding.
I just sound like a schizophrenic person for 1 hour straight, and I love it.
Yeah, this is the future of the world. I mean, when we went to the moon 50 years ago, it's bound to happen eventually. We're growing up in the time that we live in is the most interesting time to live in the history of Earth so far, and probably, I mean, at least a couple thousand more years to come.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah,
it feels like
interplanetary travel, hopefully interstellar travel.
it does feel like there's something pretty huge about to happen. You know what I mean? Like whether or not it's like spiritual or like whatever, it just feels like something earth shattering, not literally, metaphorically, is about to happen.
Right.
That's going to change humanity forever. Either for the good or for the bad. I really hope for the good. I've got this weird gut feeling.
Yeah, there's a lot happening at the moment.
Well, it feels
Could
like
super
Epstein was the
intelligent.
trigger. Like once everyone found out, they were like, "Oh, well, that's the trigger. The world's burning now." That's
Okay, right. It's gonna go all out.
Yep.
It's out. Nothing matters anymore.
Yeah.
It's like the Malaysian calendar was just a decade off or two.
Yeah.
It's too far away. They couldn't tell, but it was a good estimate.
Yeah. 2 decades off. Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see what they release. Like I said, I'm still waiting for the other 3.5 million documents from Epstein, so I know it'll be a slow release, but the fact that they're actually admitting and looking into it, I think it's going to be pretty crazy.
Yeah. No
You know,
kidding. Do you
what
think
if
it'll take until
Epstein
June
was a
to release
test run? You're like, if they can handle the Epstein files, they can handle fucking full-on disclosure.
Probably.
You know?
I wouldn't doubt it.
I don't know.
That's a good point. That was just the first batch. I feel like it feels like Trump's been testing little things all along. What was that
does.
first with the when he first what was the first thing he did when he got elected the second time? He was with the tariffs, like going over past the okay, I can't think of today. I'm a little bit tired, but introducing those tariffs without proper approval. and then doing these files without proper approval, just announcing things on Truth Social. I love the fact that he specified that these files are legally permissible. Just make sure it's like, you know, they are legal. I'm doing this. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, either way, stuff's going down. Iran's about to get, you know, a little taste of freedom. I don't think it's going to be full on like boots on the ground invasion, but they're definitely setting up all the assets they need to be able to like just take pot shots at Iran right now. So all they got to do is kidnap the supreme leader and then start shelling the hell out of it, and yeah, we'll see.
We will see what happens then.
Yeah, and then release the UFO files. So bomb
Hmm.
Iran first, then release the the
Right,
rest of
right.
the Epstein files and the UFO files. But
Yeah,
you gotta bomb Iran
'cause-
first.
Yeah, maybe that's where the aliens are being kept.
Yeah,
That's what they are.
they're
That's
in
what
the
they're trying to
nuclear
really-
bunker. All the aliens in the world, they were being kept hostage by Iran.
Hmm.
They were working on their nuclear program. They had to die.
Gotta keep it secret first.
We're not alone anymore.
That's true. That's true.
Well, that
And
is.
in other news,
Yeah, go
how
for it.
about that game with the U.S.? They won the. It's crazy that they won the game too. First match since 1980, getting facing off against the Canada team,
Oh,
and so close. They're winning
yeah.
on multiple fronts. Yeah. But what a shame. You know, we had the baseball game about just like a couple months ago, and now this. Canada's so close. We were just coming in second place every single time.
Yeah, I congratulate the United States on this gold, but I am not happy about it. That is for sure. Yeah, Sean was, obviously not here, so that's all our hockey news that we have for this week.
At
Good
John's Hockey
riddance.
Corner.
Yeah, fucking.
That's, yeah.
Well,
Do,
maybe we'll get her next time. Another
Yep.
8 years
Sec-
or 4 years.
40 years was the last time they faced off.
Yeah,
That's insane.
you mean when the states won, not faced off?
Yeah. When the States won.
Yeah.
Second time for Canada losing out on gold since 2010.
Yeah.
It's been about 16 years.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, well, it's unfortunate, but the boys probably played pretty hard. I was in bed. I didn't watch it. I don't
I
know.
was busy working. I just didn't watch it either.
Yeah.
Talking with my clients, and they were like, "You see the game?" And I was like, "I wish. Tell me what the score is."
Yeah.
Uh,
It was so funny. And I saw this teacher just walking around with her phone Friday, and I was like, what are you watching? I look at her phone, and she's like, it's the hockey game. And at that point, the States had scored against the women as like the gold game as well, and I think it was like 2-1 or something like that. I was like, yeah, checks out.
mhm.
So anyway, I'm actually quite
They were-
surprised the States won for at least the men's.
yeah?
But maybe
Why is that?
Crosby had something to do with it because he got injured in the Czechia game and he wasn't back for the gold medal game. So yeah, we'll never know. Again, I didn't watch the game, so I can't say what
Sure.
happened. So
It's always those injuries, eh?
Yep.
At, whether it's the NHL, the Olympics. Yeah, the string of bad luck here.
it happens. Either way, we have reached an hour. Thank you guys for watching
is-
my tirade about aliens for an hour. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to follow us on YouTube, Spotify, and Patreon. And speaking of Patreon, we're going to be going over there for half an hour, so come and join us. I don't know if we're going to talk some more, play some video games or something like that, but we shall see. Or it might just be me. You never know. But go on over to check it out either way, and you shall find out. Either way, guys, goodbye. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Peace.
Take care. Thanks.
Don't let the aliens probe you.
Definitely don't do that.